Senator, for you, I'm going to start, and our conversation is so timely. There was the Georgia runoff election yesterday. The Republican candidate Walker lost. What happened last night?
Well, I guess where do you start, right, Leanne? I think that there were signs with the first election in November when we didn't win outright that this was going to be a difficult election to win. But I think a lot of it comes down to if there are takeaways. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of after-action reports and postmortems done, not only in Georgia but in a lot of the other swing state elections where we underperformed. But I think a lot of it too, lessons learned that in states that have adopted voting formats that are slightly different than maybe what we have been accustomed to in the past. In other words, a lot of mail-in balloting is just figuring out how to do a better job on the ground game. You've got to get your voters out. That is a huge part of success. And from a tactical standpoint, I think that's an area where we can show some serious improvement. We're very good at putting money on the airwaves, raising resources. Clearly some of our candidates were outspent this time, but I don't think that it wasn't a lack of resources that led to us not being able to pick up some of these seats. But I think a lot of it, from again a tactical standpoint, to get out the vote effort is a place to start. I think anytime you look at elections, you start with candidates. There's no substitute for quality candidates. Then you've got to have obviously resources to get a message out. You've got to have a good message, a message that connects with voters, and then you've got to have an organization, and that's where the ground game comes into play. It's essentially the blocking and tackling of campaigns. And I think we've got room for improvement in a number of those categories.